Hello, you guys. I feel incredibly honored that you are here today watching this video. First and foremost, my name is Autumn Harris. I am a full-time veterinarian. I am also a part-time health and wellness coach, and to be honest with you guys, my biggest passion is helping other people and is making an impact in other people's lives. And obviously I do that in a lot of different ways. It probably is pretty obvious, but I'm obsessed with animals. We have 5 dogs. We have a cat. We have outside animals. We have a little farm here where I live. I also am a competitive CrossFit athlete. I also compete on my horses in barrel racing. So I am so incredibly blessed to live such a full life. And so first and foremost, I want you guys to know how honored I am that you clicked the link and you are here learning more about me and more about this opportunity that I have, and more about, how I want to help you guys. Because first and foremost, my job and the reason that I'm here and what I feel like my calling is to make a difference in the lives of other people. And I love that I'm able to do that by helping other people's pets. But I also love that I'm able to impact other people's lives through their health and wellness. I hope that when you come to my Instagram page, I hope that you feel inspired, and I hope that you feel like you are capable of doing anything. I hope that you feel that you are worthy of anything, that the sky is the limit, that you can do anything that you set your sights on, even if it seems impossible. Because I am a person who is incredibly inspired by people who can defeat the odds. Nothing makes me more fired up than seeing somebody who has overcome all of these obstacles and has gotten to the top. I think it's one of the reasons why I'm so obsessed with fitness. It's another reason why, I became a veterinarian. I love the hard things. I love having to work hard and put forth all the effort and get knocked down and get back up. I love that. That fires me up. I'm so passionate about it. And so it's one of the reasons why I even created my Instagram page, was to inspire other people to know that you are capable of great things. You're worthy of great things. You deserve great things, okay? So I think for you guys to fully understand, I need to give you guys a little bit of background from kind of where I started. And so you guys have to realize that my health and wellness journey itself, it actually goes all the way back to when I was about 15 years old. And I did not grow up in a home where I learned a lot of basic principles about how you should eat and how you should exercise. I grew up in a home with 2 very wonderful, busy, working parents who got divorced when I was 15 years old. So the norm for us was to pick up a bucket of KFC chicken and have that for dinner. It wasn't the norm for us to sit down and eat, delicious, hearty vegetables. I never learned why I should be eating vegetables. I also have a skin condition that causes severe blistering in my fingers and my feet. And because of that, I was not able to participate in team sports, which was something that was very challenging for me when I was growing up, when I was in high school. Now, fortunately, I was able to do the horse thing. I was able to rodeo and compete with my horses competitively, which gave me something to do and to be active where I could stay off of my feet. But I was always very envious of the people who were able to do team sports, because I wanted that community and I wanted to look like them. Right? So when I was in high school, I started to develop some very serious self-image issues because I just wanted to be skinny. I wanted to be that skinny person, or so I thought it was skinny. I saw the athletic cheerleaders and the track runners and the baseball player or softball players, and I wanted to look like them, and I didn't understand why I couldn't. And so that was the beginning of my very serious self-image issues. Not to mention my mother was also very, very self-conscious, and I have ingrained memories in my head of her standing in front of the mirror and pinching her fat and saying she was fat and ugly and none of her clothes fit. And so I grew up with that model. So as I got into college, I started this decade of yo-yo dieting where I would gain and lose the same 15 to 20 pounds over and over and over again. I also developed a very unhealthy relationship with both food and exercise. Because I was yo-yo dieting, I was oftentimes going 2 weeks at a time doing a juice cleanse where all I would do is juice my food, my vegetables and fruits, and that's all I would have for 2 weeks at a time, you guys. I would cut out entire food groups. I would not have any carbohydrates or any fats or whatever for extended periods of time. And every time I would be on a diet, I would lose weight. As soon as I got off of it, it would all come back plus some. Not to mention, I got into a habit of trying to work off my food. I would go to the gym and spend 2 hours in the gym exercising to work off my entire pizza that I just ate. And you guys, I was frustrated. I was very frustrated, and I had some very deep self-image issues. I was emotional eating. I would sit and eat a box of Oreos at night because I was just frustrated and felt like I wasn't worthy and I didn't deserve to have that 6-pack that Betty has down the street. Like, I did not feel good about myself. And so I had some very deep-grained emotional issues. And I at the time, didn't even realize that my mind was the problem. I just wanted to be skinny, right? So we fast forward to a few years. I also, a little time period there where I got married and got divorced. So that was another thing that I had to overcome in order to not necessarily overcome, but that was another thing that contributed to my issues, right? So when I was in college, I started CrossFit, and I fell absolutely in love with the sport of CrossFit. I loved being strong, and it started to shift my mindset from that skinny to strong mindset. Before that, I had definitely been playing around with some at-home workout programs, and I really fell in love with that endorphin rush of exercise. So the exercise part of it, I was like, okay, I get this, but my nutrition still really sucked. And so fast forward a few years, so I was out of vet school, I was hardcore doing CrossFit, and I was counting macros all the time, and I was really frustrated with macros. I still wasn't getting the results that I wanted. And so a friend of mine who is in vet school, his wife and I were friends on social media. I kept seeing her post about her health and wellness stuff, and I had never really paid that much attention to it until she started talking about this intuitive eating program. Guys, I was really interested in that because I was at a point where I really wanted to learn how to eat, and I wanted something that was sustainable. I was tired of yo-yo dieting. I wanted something that I was going to be able to use for the rest of my life that was going to be sustainable for me. And so I reached out to her, and at this point, you guys, I was probably the most frustrated with my body that I had ever been in my life. I was really at a point where I felt like nothing was going to work for me. And even like I paid $220 to get set up, and I can remember when I got set up with everything, I can remember thinking, well, this is just going to be another thing like that isn't going to work for me because nothing works for me. And that was my attitude that I had going into it. I was at my ultimate low on how I felt as far as my self-image goes. And so, but I did it. I dove in, I got all set up. And within 3 weeks, I was already seeing some great results. And although I went into this with the intention of never coaching other women, I went into this with the intention of only, for selfish reasons, because I wanted to be skinny, right? I wanted to lose weight. That's why I did it. I was feeling so amazing after those 3 weeks. And it's not just that I had lost weight, it's that I physically was feeling good, right? My gut didn't hurt anymore. I was off my prescription probiotics that I had been taking. I physically was just feeling amazing. And I decided at that moment that I wanted to investigate the possibility of helping other women with this opportunity. Not only helping them with their health and wellness, but coaching. Like I wanted to coach. I wanted to help other women with their health and wellness, but I wanted to help other women change their lives through coaching. And what I had gained that I didn't even know that I needed was this amazing community. That part of this didn't even appeal to me because I was like, well, I do CrossFit. I already have a workout community. Well, it turns out these at-home workouts that I have access to complement my CrossFit training amazing and give me another community that I can literally check into anytime I want. I can check in my virtual gym. I can physically get onto Zoom in the virtual gym and work out with these women. I can also, in my accountability groups, I can check in there. It turns out that this was the community that I needed that I didn't even know that I needed. And so now I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what this is to you and how this can help you and how this can change your life, because that's what this is about for me. It's about making an impact. And so you guys, there's so many different ways you can go with this. I absolutely love teaching other women to do exactly what I do. But maybe you're not in that place right now, because I know I wasn't, right? You just heard my story. I wasn't in a place where I wanted to coach women when I got started. So I also really enjoy helping other women with their health and wellness, right? Just changing your mindset. I'm incredibly passionate about flipping mindsets, because for years I didn't even realize that my mind was a problem. For years, it was like, I want to be skinny. I want to be skinny. I want to be skinny. I just have to eat less calories and I want to be skinny. But it turns out when I dove into emotional eating, when I dove into personal development, I uncovered these dragons that were in my head that were holding me back. And that's what I love helping other people discover, are these dragons that are in your head that you don't even know that are there, that are holding you back. So whenever you get started with me, we're going to put you directly into mindset work. We're going to get started with some personal development. You're going to get everything you need for your nutrition, 2 different programs. We can talk about which one's most appropriate for you. You're going to get workouts. You're going to get some amazing supplements. And I won't spend a ton of time with the supplements, but before coaching, the supplements I was hesitant about them, but now they've changed my life and I'll never go back, right? You're going to get access to this amazing community. And if you are a person who's like, yeah, like that all sounds amazing, but I'm also interested in the whole coaching side of it. Maybe you want to make some financial changes for your family, right? Maybe you want to up the ante on your accountability, because that's one thing that coaching is constantly doing for me when I am feeling down on my journey, because this is a journey for all of us. When I'm feeling like I don't want to do it, when I'm feeling like I don't want to get my workout in, I just want to go eat a bag of chips. My mother died last year. That was obviously a hard time for me. When I was dealing with that, I was a lot more likely to want to emotionally eat. But the women that are in my gym, my virtual gym, encouraged me, Autumn, don't go eat, go for a run. And that's what I did. So it upped the ante on my accountability. So I would love nothing more than to help you in whatever way that I can. And maybe you're a person who's like, gosh, I need help with workouts, but my nutrition is spot on. That's awesome. We can help you. Maybe you're a person who is like, my nutrition really sucks. And that's where I need my help. I can relate 100%. That's where I can help you. Another thing that's really amazing, you guys, is that we have a full year that's available to our VIPs or our working coaches. That a full year of personal development, of mindset development. That's literally my favorite part. And it's a $20,000 value, you guys, but we have that and that's all included here. So And you guys, as far as the supplements and everything go, I will say that when we get you set up with your little starter pack, it's going to include a 30-day supply of Shakeology. And I was so hesitant about Shakeology when I first started because I was like, I'm not doing that shake thing. But my coach, she was like, try it. If you don't like it, we'll send it back. We'll get your money back. I went all in, I tried it, and I literally haven't had a sugar craving since I started it. So, sugar addiction is a real thing, and it definitely was for me. So if you're someone who's like, I struggle so much with my nutrition, then we need to get you set up. Like that can be a game changer for you. So, all right, you guys, well, there's links here if you're interested in boot camps or you're interested in coaching, mentorships. Just click the appropriate link on what you want to learn more about, fill out the application, and then we can sit down and we can chat about what your goals are and figure out what kind of a package we want to get you all set up with. All right? All right, you guys, I love that you're here. We'll talk to you later.